And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Owens. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Blasted as he lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Reed. Here's the pressure. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try the counter. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They boot it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Reed. Throwing right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good
Maybe some room here. Lowers those pads. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Might be calling a hot route. Going to the run to start this second half. At the 35, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Oh, they're after him. He sacked this defense all over him.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Fires it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. But, and he's got room. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Finds his man. Turning it on. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Reed. Going long. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4 down territory. Back to pass, it's Maiava. He's going to run it.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. There he goes. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. After run, now throw. Complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's Reed to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Gets the back moving. Running inside. It's Wormley.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Rides the option. He keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The run inside. It's Owens. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Third down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Maiava. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Nestles it in at the 35. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to...
Looking for a big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He breaks a tackle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's second and long. Reed. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. Spins away from the defense. Oh, look out on the right. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Miller. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Maiava. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Off to the races to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Play fake, Marcel Reed. They get to him as he throws. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Reed rushes on him. And it's a sack. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Some misdirection with the counter. Finding some room. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The run inside. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to